I'm pro fighting.
Yeah.
Tonight would have been a nice night for me to go at it.
I would have. Yeah.
I would have tonight.
Pumps up the team if you win, and that's pretty well it. Gets the team going, gets everyone going.
Especially if your team's down.
Yeah.
You guys need a little boost. Try to get energy going through the team. Scrap will do that.
I don't know. It's part of the game, obviously. It has a lot of other problems like the stick work and stuff, so I don't know. It's not something I go looking for, but some guys, that's their job, and if the time comes, like if someone runs their goalie or whatever, you got to get in there and stick up for your teammates, obviously.
There's a lot of scrums tonight. Is that something kind of gets everyone pumped up, or is those side fights bigger? What?
See, the scrums, to me, I think they make me angry. I think if you're going to do it, then drop the mitts for sure, because then that way they're both out of the game. We're done. Hopefully the guys can get into it. If not, then got to find other ways to get ourselves pumped up, like a big goal, a big save, or something like that.
Right. Hello and welcome to another segment of Benchwarmers. This time, switching it up a little bit, and we're going to have a bit of a discussion about fighting. Doesn't have a place in hockey. And just a little bit of background why we might talk about that right now. Mitch, there's a little bit, fighting's in the news right now. Tell us why.
Well, fighting always has its pros and cons, I guess, so to speak. But lately, it's really come into the news because of the death of a major junior hockey player, Don Sanderson, here in Ontario. And just passed into a coma and eventually died of his injuries, falling to the ice, hit his head on the ice, and that was it. So obviously it's back in the news, and the OHL has changed their rules a bit that a player gets suspended now if they take their helmet off in a fight, and NHL may follow suit in some manner because they're also talking about it, and they're going to have some more heated discussions at their general managers meetings next month, I believe in March, and we'll see where it goes from here. I don't know. A lot of the players seem to be in favor of it from where we've talked with guys here with the Sabres, and of course at the NHL level they've talked to players, and they all seem to be in favor of. Maybe you can change the rules a bit so there's less potential for injury.
One thing I was interested in, I think it was goalie Ryan Faragher said that the kind of scrums, that he wasn't a big fan of that, but yet when a guy comes off the bench just for the purpose to pick a fight, that's something more that boasts up, morale for a team. You think that's a fair assessment of what people think, or?
To a certain extent. There's other types of fighting too, where two guys maybe hit each other and the emotions are high and they just go at it to finish her off instead of being chippy with the swinging sticks and that sort of thing. And yeah, I can see the scrums getting on a goalie's frustration level anyway, because there's no need for that really in the crease, sticking guys and cheap shots here and there. I think fighting kind of settles the matter and the two combatants go off to the box, and hopefully cooler heads prevail from that, or one team gets a momentum boost and carries that over to their play and a potential win, and I could see that it having that effect as well.
No, personally, for me, I played a bit of hockey, and I kind of have to disagree with what Ryan said. It was just, for me, I don't like to see the guys come off the bench, drop the gloves. They know, they're kind of premeditated. They know they're going to fight. Probably the coach or somebody said, okay, it's your turn, go, make sure, beat this player up. To me, it's kind of makes it a bit of a circus. When the emotions run high, you get into a fight. That's more understandable, and I think that might be more tolerated by the fans. I'm not sure. What's your take? Do you think there is a place for fighting in hockey?
I think there's a place for fighting in hockey, but I don't know. The goon show that you were talking about, it's kind of a side act, and some guy's just on the bench because that's his role. He's a fighter, and I don't know if I really agree with that. And the NHL has kind of gotten away from that, so to speak. Guys that fight now usually have to do something else and play well defensively and be able to shoot the puck and do the simple things to actually take part in a game. And yeah, this league, the SIJHL, hasn't completely gone away from that. Some teams still have the guy who's just on the bench and he gets tapped on the shoulder and he knows his job is to go out and pick a fight with somebody. And depending on what part of the game it's at, I could kind of see that if they've given up a couple quick goals and you tap the fighter on the shoulder, send him out there and hope that he tries to get the momentum back for your team. But overall, I could do without that sideshow.
Definitely not the end of the discussion, and I'm sure we're going to hear more about it, and probably me and you will be talking about it more in the near future.